Received the best attorney in Pahrump for the past 4 years running. Awards are great, but helping clients get the money they deserve is why we're in business. After you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important not to listen to the insurance companies. Give us a call today, 775-727-9900. With offices in Pahrump, Southwest Vegas, and Summerlin, our team is here ready to fight for you for the money you're entitled to. So give us a call today.
One in 6 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime.
But when it's caught early, it's highly treatable.
For more than 30 years, PCF has funded cutting-edge research. Go to pcf.org/knowyourrisk to learn more about prostate cancer.
It's your life.
Stop! Don't drive to Las Vegas to buy your next vehicle. All the best deals are here at Saida Trudeau. We are your hometown dealer. We've been serving Southern Nevada for over 22 years. When you buy in Las Vegas, you pay higher fees and higher taxes. Plus, your tax dollars stay in Clark County. When you buy here, your tax dollars stay here for our roads and our schools. We are honest, upfront, and support our community. When you come to Saida Trudeau, you will be greeted by our highly trained staff who can answer any questions and help with your concerns. We can serve your needs in sales, automotive repair, auto body repair, RV, and automotive finance. We can help you with all your automotive needs. We carry most makes and models, and always remember, we don't just work here, we live here. This is our community where we raise our families and we care. Come to Saida Trudeau today. We are your original hometown dealer.
Ace Country.
Rise and shine. Tune in Sunday mornings at 8 for the Classic Country Breakfast with me, Mikey. I'll be playing a whole hour of all the classics. From Willie,
on the road again,
to Johnny,
I fell into a burning ring of fire,
to Patsy,
crazy,
to Dolly,
Jolene, Jolene.
All the classic country music to start your Sunday morning. You bring the hash browns, and I'll bring the Hank.
1 in 4 Americans today are living with a disability. I'm one of them. I care deeply about creating a world we can all fully participate in, free from stigma, misperceptions, and barriers. And we've got a trusted ally on our side, an organization we can rely on, Easter Seals. Rooted in communities nationwide, Easter Seals helps empower millions of people, regardless of age or disability, through its life-changing services and powerful advocacy. Today and every day, Easter Seals is leading the way to full equity, inclusion, and access to healthcare, employment, and education for people with disabilities, families, and communities. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours.
Learn more and get involved at easterseals.com.
Miles, you're late. Again.
You're not reaching your full potential.
Unacceptable, Miles.
Everyone's going through something, even superheroes.
You got a minute?
If you need support, visit kevinlovefund.org to learn more.
In the quiet corners of our country, everyday people with a love for the outdoors are leaving the world a little better than they found it. With no recognition or pat on the back, the reward is the rustle of leaves, the ripple of water, the call of the wild. These are the unsung heroes of the wetlands. Everyday people investing their time, their resources, and their hearts into conservation. They are the stewards of our most precious resources, ensuring that the magic of the outdoors lives on for future generations. Ducks Unlimited relies on the hard work and support of these individuals. Without their dedication, our mission to protect these vital ecosystems for those who draw inspiration and sustenance from them would remain out of reach. Join Ducks Unlimited and become part of a community of outdoor enthusiasts committed to preserving our wetlands for the next generations of unsung heroes. A public service from Ducks Unlimited.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, January 2nd. Happy New Year. In our top story, a structure fire today just before 11 a.m. breaks out in the 4,000 block of Turner Boulevard. News 25 speaks with Fire Chief Scott Lewis to get more details.
Just before 11 o'clock this morning, we were dispatched for a report of an unknown type fire, possibly a structure in the 4,000 block of East Turner. As crews were responding, it was confirmed that we had a working fire involving a residential property. As we arrived on location, we had heavy fire showing from a double-wide manufactured dwelling. Our scene size-up revealed that it had extended to a closely located Type 5, which is a wood frame garage at the rear of the house, and also to another motorhome, which was stored just beyond the garage. We had numerous exposures, including an overabundance of personal property surrounding the house. We are unknown status of the occupants throughout the initial response and through the first few minutes of arrival. We then determined that all occupants were out of the structure and safe with no injuries. Crews commenced a defensive exterior attack due to the heavy volume of fire that presented. Crews did a good job, extinguished it, or at least placed it under control within about 30 minutes after arrival. They're working now to finish up the hot spots throughout the house. We did have mostly collapsed conditions, fairly early stages of the fire. There was a heavy fire load within, including propane stored within the house and also the detached garage. The fire is under investigation, is thought to be suspicious in nature, and we'll keep you apprised as the investigation continues. Thus far, there are no injuries.
And in Las Vegas, a motel on Fremont Street catches fire the last day of 2024, unfortunately causing residents to have to evacuate. Has more.
Las Vegas fire and rescue crews battled a major structure fire at the intersection of 13th Street and Fremont Street on December 31st. The fire, which broke out earlier in the day, had been classified as a defensive fire, meaning that firefighters focused on containing the blaze and preventing it from spreading to nearby structures. Local businesses and residents in the immediate area were evacuated as a safety precaution. According to local residents, thick black smoke could be seen bellowing in the sky, and fire engines were lining the streets. The Regional Transportation Commission had reported road closures during the time of the fire, extending from 10th Street to Maryland Parkway due to the ongoing emergency response. However, as of 8 p.m. on December 31st, all roads that were previously closed due to the fire had been reopened. According to authorities, no injuries were reported, though officials say the fire did cause significant damage. This is currently a developing story, and Las Vegas fire and rescue officials are working to investigate the scene. Updates will follow as more information becomes available.
And following up on breaking news, the Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas becomes victim to an attempted attack on New Year's Day. Our Las Vegas correspondent, Maria Centers, joins us now from the heart of the city with vital details about that apparent ambush.
On New Year's Eve morning at around 8:40 a.m., a Tesla Cybertruck exploded in front of Trump International Hotel with a dead individual inside who sustained a gunshot wound to the head prior to the detonation while injuring 7 others. We are now joined by LV MPD Sheriff Kevin McMahill with updates on the crime as our men in blue continue to safeguard Clark County from any and all potential threats.
Our subject is 37-year-old Matthew Livelsberger. He's of Colorado Springs, Colorado, born July 22nd of 1987. His body is burnt beyond recognition, and I do still not have confirmation 100% that that is the individual that was inside of our vehicle. I'm going to show you that first video. That's the Cybertruck parked right in front of the doors. Can you play that again, Carlos?
The 2024 Tesla Cybertruck was rented via the San Francisco-based peer-to-peer car-sharing app Turo Inc. and blew up about 15 to 20 seconds upon arrival.
There's going to be a drone video that plays to my left again. You'll see as the fire initially, they covered it with the tarp to try to get it to go out. Once the fire went out through the suppression efforts of the fire department, you'll see some of the evidence in the back of the vehicle. So those are gasoline canisters, they are camp fuel canisters, and large firework mortars.
Las Vegas law enforcement thanked community efforts for banding together in the isolated incident, including Resorts World and the RTC for accommodating Trump Hotel guests.
What I also would like you to pay attention to on that video, as you see that, it looks like the exterior of that truck is completely intact as it sits there. The fact that this was a Cybertruck really limited the damage that occurred inside of the valet because it had most of the blast go up through the truck and out. In fact, if you look on that video, you'll see that the front glass doors at the Trump Hotel were not even broken by that blast, which they were parked directly in front of.
Of the blowout, Elon Musk tweeted, "The evil knuckleheads picked the wrong vehicle for a terrorist attack. Cybertruck actually contained the explosion and directed the blast upwards. Not even the glass doors of the lobby were broken."
I have authorized what we call an ABX roster to continue for the next 2 days, which is my New Year's Eve staffing plan of over 1,000 officers, both in our community neighborhoods as well as on the Strip and downtown, in partnership with all of the other law enforcement agencies. I have to thank Elon Musk specifically. He gave us quite a bit of additional information in regards to how the vehicle was locked after it exploded due to the force of the nature of the force from the explosion, as well as being able to capture all of the video from the Tesla charging stations across the country, and he sent that directly to us, so I appreciate his help. I'm also confident to tell the Las Vegas community and this great nation that we don't believe there's any further threat from this subject or anybody associated to him here in Las Vegas.
We will continue to offer the latest updates as the story develops, and thankfully the International Hotel remained Trump-proof. Reporting from Clark County and proudly shooting it over the hump to my people in the beautiful desert oasis of Pahrump, I'm Maria Centers for News 25 Las Vegas.
And don't grab that remote. News 25 will be back with more news regarding another attack, this time in New Orleans. Those details after this break.
If this is your wreck, you need a check.
If this is your wreck, you definitely need a check.
Hurt in a wreck, you need a check?
We're Lerner and Rowe. Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
With the help of my VA care team, I'm reaching new heights.
Learn more at vacareers.va.gov/PSA.
The Mary Tyler Moore Vision Initiative is dedicated to advancing medical research to preserve and restore the vision of people living with diabetes. To learn more, please go to marytylermore.org, because the sight you save may be that of someone you love.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, in the early hours of New Year's Day, there is another reported terrorist attack, this time in the Bayou State of Louisiana, leaving 14 people dead. Rory Rossell has this story.
The FBI has classified the deadly attack on New Year's Day in New Orleans as an act of terrorism, identifying the driver who drove through a crowd of revelers as Samsadine Jabbar, a U.S. Army veteran from Texas. The attack, which unfolded Wednesday morning in the early hours of Wednesday morning on Bourbon Street, left 14 dead and 35 injured, including 2 police officers. At approximately 3:15 a.m. on January 1st, Jabbar drove around a police blockade and sped through a large crowd gathered on Bourbon Street, one of the city's most famous tourist destinations during the height of New Year's Eve celebrations. President Joe Biden spoke to the public during a press release giving his remarks on the attack.
I know I can speak for all Americans when I say our hearts are with the people of New Orleans after the despicable attack that occurred in the early morning hours. To all the families of those who are killed, to all those who are injured, to all the people of New Orleans who are grieving today, I want you to know I grieve with you. Our nation grieves with you. We're going to stand with you as you mourn and as you heal in the weeks to come. I directed my team to make sure every resource is made available to federal, state, and local law enforcement to complete the investigation in New Orleans quickly and to make sure there's no remaining threat to the American people. And we'll support the people of New Orleans as they begin the hard work of healing.
The FBI's investigation revealed that Jabbar, who was killed in a shootout with law enforcement, posted several videos on social media pledging his allegiance to the Islamic State before the attack. The videos posted on Facebook just hours before the attack showed Jabbar previewing the violence he was planning to unleash. The vehicle that he drove bore the flag of ISIS. Authorities also discovered a number of potential explosive devices, both in Jabbar's vehicle and throughout the French Quarter, raising the suspicion of a larger attack. Here is what News 25 knows so far about the suspect. Jabbar, age 42, served in the U.S. Army from 2007 to his discharge in 2020. His military service included a deployment to Afghanistan in 2009, where he worked with both human resources and information technology. He later transferred to the U.S. Army Reserve and left the military with the rank of Staff Sergeant. Authorities had been looking into the possibility that Jabbar had accomplices, but later clarified they are confident he acted alone. This is currently a developing story, and News 25 will keep the public updated as the FBI releases additional information.
And turning back now to more local news, also on New Year's Eve, a residential fire breaks out in Las Vegas, unfortunately leaving a family displaced and a dog lost in that blaze.
A two-story home near the North Las Vegas airport was severely damaged by a fire on Tuesday evening, December 31st. Las Vegas Fire and Rescue, along with North Las Vegas firefighters, quickly responded to the blaze, which was reported to be in a converted garage. Firefighters successfully contained the fire, though they remained on scene to work on extinguishing the lingering hot spots. Fortunately, all residents inside of the home were safely accounted for, though Fire Chief Kenneth Kreutzer confirmed that firefighters were able to rescue one dog, but despite their efforts, a second dog was found and did not survive the fire. The cause of the blaze is still under investigation, and authorities have not released the estimate of the damage caused by the fire. This incident remains under investigation by fire officials.
And we turn now to Mikey Ruhan, who's up at bat giving us his best in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Vegas Golden Knights in action this evening. They welcome the Philadelphia Flyers. Las Vegas Raiders play their final game of the season. They take on the LA Chargers at Allegiant Stadium this Sunday. Tight end Brock Bowers and defensive end Max Crosby have been named to represent the Las Vegas Raiders at the 2025 NFL Pro Bowl games next month in Orlando. The NFL announced the rosters for the NFC and the AFC teams for the annual All-Star contest as determined by players, coaches, and fans. And Pro Valley Trojan girls basketball are taking part in the Green Valley Christian Tournament that's going on January 2nd through the 4th at Green Valley Christian School. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thanks so much, Mikey. And there's much more on the horizon for 2025 right here on News 25.
In a wreck and thinking about dealing with the insurance company yourself? Stop!
People represented by an attorney get more than 3 times the money than those who don't have an attorney.
Murder and rope is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
The Red Tag year-end clearance event continues at the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. Now through December 31st, nearly every vehicle is tagged with our best offers of the season on our most popular Chevrolet and GMC cars, trucks, and SUVs. Shop for massive discounts.
APR starting at 0%. No down payment and low monthly payment options available. Plus, receive no monthly payments for up to 90 days. Now, just in time for the holidays, get an extra $1,000 off our already low price tags on every pre-owned vehicle in stock, but only while they last. So, hurry down to the Auto Plaza, find your tag and find your deal. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from all of us at the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza to you and your family. Si hablamos.
Hurt in a wreck? The insurance company is going to offer you a little check. We turn low offers into big checks.
Hurt in a wreck? You need a real check? Make one call, that's all.
Murder and rope is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, Valley Electric Association has some very exciting news for 2025. Here's Tricia, Manager of Member Services for VEA, with more.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Great news! Beginning January 6th, Valley Electric's lobby will be open during lunchtime to better help serve you. That's right, we're extending our hours to make it even more convenient for you to visit us. Our new hours are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. This change gives us 2 extra hours each week to help serve our membership. Remember, you can always make payments through our phone system, Smart Hub, the drive-thru kiosk, the Dropbox, or Vanilla Direct. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at 775-727-5312 or visit us online at vea.coop. Thank you for being a part of the Valley Electric family.
Now here's Josh Osborne from Great Computer Deals here in Pahrump discussing the possibility of phishing scams you need to look out for.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrump's own Great Computer Deals, and it's time for another quick tutorial. We're going to continue right along. We're talking about online scams. If you watched the last video, we talked about the fake antivirus or the fake tech support scams and how to spot those. The one we're talking about today is what we call the phishing scams. Phishing scams typically come in the form of an email, but sometimes you might find them on a website as well, but more commonly you see it in the form of an email. And what does this look like? Typically a phishing scam email is going to come from a company that you've probably heard of or maybe even do business with. That's how they come across as valid, is they're not going to say, hey, we're a scammer, give us your information. They're going to say, hey, this is Netflix. Hey, this is Wells Fargo. Hey, this is Microsoft. They're going to pose, and what they're going to say is, thank you for your account, but we need your account information verified. So click this button, come to the site, and fill out this form with all the details. And they'll make this website and form look legitimate. It's going to have the right coloring, it's going to have the company logo, it's not going to have broken English anymore like it used to in the past. It's going to look legitimate. But all you're doing when you fill out that form is you're literally giving all your account information for, say, your bank over to one of these Indian scammers, right on a platter. Don't ever fall for a phishing scam. These legitimate companies like your bank, they already have your account information. They don't need you to verify it. That right there is a red flag alone. So again, guys, keep an eye out for this stuff. We're seeing it all the time. Do not be the next victim. There's other scams that are out there, and we're going to talk more about them, but you got to catch it on the next video. Thank you guys for watching this one. See you next time.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside at one of our first Learner and Row weather cams of 2025. We have a picturesque view of Pahrump, and we have a few scattered clouds in the area, but mild temperatures ahead for the new year. All that and more in weather after the break.
Hi, I'm attorney Jonathan Nelson of J.K. Nelson Law. If you're hearing this, it means you're probably not dead, which is great. Call our office today to schedule an appointment for your will or your trust so that your family can be taken care of when you pass away. On the other hand, if you've recently lost a loved one, now it's time to talk and go over how to administer their estate. In either case, give us a call today, 775-727-9900. Let us show you why we've been recognized by Best of Las Vegas and voted Best Attorney in Pahrump for the last 4 years. Call today, 775-727-9900.
America is great and Pahrump is awesome. We have room for our furry friends, and when it's time to care for them, we have the best feed store, Shadow Mountain Feed. Who did Siegfried and Roy call on when their dolphin quit eating? Shadow Mountain Feed. They developed a nutrition solution right in their store. From elephants to dogs and everything in between, they have what you need to feed, grow, and show your animals. They have everything except bread. Don't go there for bread. Shadow Mountain Feed, your one-stop care center for your best friends. At 2371 West Bella Vista, call 775-727-5527.
Change can be scary, as if your life's been turned upside down. But it comes with growth and a sense of freedom, much like the openness of the American road. We always arrive where we are meant to be, riding on the shoulders of those before us and preserving the core values that led us on our journey. Join Touchstone Energy Cooperatives in celebrating the power of human connections.
Got bills? Need some pay? Then come be a cowboy trucker at Ponderosa Dairies in Amargosa Valley. They're currently seeking experienced CDL drivers to haul hay, grain, and milk while earning up to $2,000 a week. This isn't a job, it's a career. Whether you hit the open road or drive around Nevada's biggest dairy, they offer a great wage, benefits, and 401k retirement package. If you have what it takes to be a good hand, isn't it time you ride for the brand? The beautiful Ponderosa Dairies are currently hiring qualified CDL drivers who have doubles and tankers endorsements, as well as the ability to drive a standard transmission. If this is you, call Ed now, 702-682-3339. Once again, 702-682-3339. Send an email with your information to ap@ponderosadairy.com. Join the family at Ponderosa Dairy.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
Get Learner and Row. Get your check. Get Learner and Row.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
Get Learner and Row. Get smart. Get Learner and Row.
Learner and Row is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Desert View Hospital. We're here when you need us, providing compassionate and friendly care to our neighbors since 2006. DesertViewHospital.com.
Good evening, Nevada. I'm Kaylee Bentler in the News 25 Weather Studios. Let's check out our regional weather. Up in Fernley, we saw 60 degrees, 62 in Fallon, 58 Carson City, 55 Tonopah, 56 Goldfield, 65 in Beatty, 67 Amargosa, 63 in Las Vegas, and 74 in Death Valley. But over in our paradise of Pahrump, we're currently seeing clear skies at 58 degrees. We hit a high of 65 earlier, winds east-southeast 2 miles per hour, humidity 20%, and the sun rose at 6:55. However, we caught a beautiful sunset this evening at 4:39 p.m. Expect humidity at 31%, winds east-southeast 4 miles per hour with a low of 41, and we got some scattered clouds rolling in. Let's check out the remainder of our week. Tomorrow, heavy clouds at 69 degrees. And those clouds stick around for our weekend. Our weekend weather twins at 62 degrees. Sunshine comes back out on Monday, and those temperatures are sitting in the lower 60s and upper 50s. We land on a nice sunshiny day at 65 degrees for Thursday. And that is your look at the weather. Back to the desk. Here's Unette.
And as we say goodnight, we want to have you all say hello to my cousins who rang in the new year with me from St. Louis, Anthony and Candy. Welcome, and we want to say welcome to 2025 to all of you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'm Unette Gentry. Good night.
That moment when people have outgrown their home and start looking for a new one. Each home